Hey YouTube. So in this video, I want to talk about how I'm noticing that I'm holding back in various ways. And this is interesting because it's kind of showing up almost unconsciously for me, but it's slowly surfacing a little bit. So let me go through step by step. So there are things that I want to do in this world, and one of those things is Alexander technique. There's something here that I find powerful, important, and in some sense that the world needs to know about. However, also from having done lots of Alexander technique, I know that how you do things is almost more important than anything else than what you do or where you want to go with it. Because if you do things in the wrong way, you might cause damage, you might have excess muscle tension, you might tire yourself out. There are various things where focusing on the how will lead to very different kinds of outcomes. And as a society, I think we don't focus enough on the how. And I don't even mean the steps that we take in getting to our destination. I mean the way that we walk as a metaphor, as an analogy for what I'm talking about here. So let's say that I want to make Alexander technique a much, much bigger thing, which I do. There are different ways that I can do this. One is to make a big splash, go chasing after some kind of egoic, fame-related thing where, hey, I want to be the guy who made this thing. I want to be well-known. I want to be lauded for bringing this thing into the world in a way that it wasn't before. And I recognize it already. It is in the world. It's a known thing. I just want to take it up a level to be more widely known and accessible, and perhaps interpreted differently. That's one very particular way of doing things. And I've realized that I keep holding back when I realize that that's what I want. Or rather, I don't want to go that way, and I'm not yet fully confident in myself that I won't go that way. So I'm holding back. I find myself not working all the hours, not working hard, building a course and hustling and pushing hard to scale this thing quickly. I could be reaching out for loads of partnerships. I could be working on filming videos for the course and marketing and having ads and blah, 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 blah. I'm not. I'm letting these things emerge in a way that always seems a little bit surprising to me while I'm doing them. And I feel like in this way, the how is something that is not habitual. It's not something that I'm coordinating. And I feel consciously like I'm holding back. Like you could be working harder, you could be doing more, you could be hustling more, you could be, why are you not doing these things? And just because that's how it feels to my conscious mind, the part that plans and wants to do and force and effort, that doesn't mean I should be working harder. It means that it's unhabitual. It means there's something else going on. And I think that that something else is what I need to be paying attention to right now. And whatever that something else wants, it seems to want me to be a bit slower, more intentional, not rushing my way through this type of vibe. And I suspect that that way is a very different kind of how that will help me in the very long term avoid the kind of traps that I would land myself in if I follow all this and try to scale with an egoic type mindset. So I'm holding back, and I think I'm okay with that. At some point, I'll stop holding back. And at that point, I hope that'll be because I know how to move forward in a way that feels aligned with what I'm trying to do here, which is for this thing to be well known, which is for people to benefit from the knowledge that I have to share about Alexander technique, and in a way that doesn't compromise my values or put me in a position of being some kind of guru or misstepping stupidly just because I don't know how to handle internet presence, if you like, and the lifestyle and quote unquote fame aspects that come with that, which I'm not doing this for. And I'm seeing this increasingly on Twitter. Now I have 6,500-ish followers. It's like, okay, that's a lot of people. And that number will just keep going up. Unless I do a stupid misstep, of course, which I don't plan to. And there's a very different vibe of like, oh, look, all these people looking at me. can be a way of being that takes me into places I don't want to go. So as I go on this journey, there's a constant recalibration of, okay, get used to being seen in this way, come back down to earth, ground myself, make sure I'm doing these things for the right reasons, and throughout all of this, make sure that I'm doing things how I want to be doing them, rather than being led on some kind of wild goose chase, following things that aren't really important to me but could very easily drag me along. So that was a slightly more raw one, following a call I just had where these themes came up. But I guess it was important for me to say it. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.